sure. I heard a very loud noise, like a shout. I've never heard anything like it before. And a lot of commotion from over here. I don't have any weapons, so don't worry about that. But I ran over to see what was happening. You okay? You do have a cut right here, but you seem to have gotten away better than anyone else. I do have a rag. It might not be the cleanest, which probably isn't the best idea, but I do have a rag that I can wipe away some of the dirt. That's okay. Okay. Well, I do have a box of useful things. I have some potions. Not very many though, unfortunately. So maybe if I just go back and get those, we can sort you out a bit more. But for now, let's just work on wiping away some of the dirt. I heard the usual, you never should have come here, and then shouting. Okay. I think that might be okay. Okay. Let me just get my book. Okay. So, it can't close properly at the moment. But I have a few potions. If I just settle it down here, I can... Okay. So, there's a few of these, and I don't actually know what they do. I've just found them in caves and dungeons, so we may have to test some of them out. Or not. This one. Ooh. Not sure about that one. We have a golden one, which I've never seen before. I have a feeling it's to do with invisibility, but I'm not entirely sure. I have some red or bronzy ones, which I am going to assume are for health, as is usually the case. I think this one is definitely for health. I imagine, seeing as it's such a small potion, it won't do too much, but it's worth a try. Oh, it was in a cave near Riften. There seem to be a lot of caves in that area. Do you want to try? It's worth a try. Here you go. And hopefully you'll start feeling a little better. Then we have this one, which is green. Again, I'm not really sure. I think some of these have been in caves for a very long time, as the occupants of said caves were already dead by the time I got to them. Then green could be stamina, but I don't want to give you too much of that right now, as it's not particularly useful. Just after a fight, it would have been more helpful before. If you use magic, then I don't know if I have any blue ones. Personally, I think it's very silly when travellers just rely on magic. I think magic can be very good. It's, in my opinion, the easiest. This doesn't seem to want to open. In my opinion, it is the easiest skill to have. You can attack people from far away, although you can obviously do that with archery, which was my favourite until I lost my bow and arrows. But yeah, I could give you some of these just in case you run into some fights again. So I have 2 green ones. This one is probably to do with health again. Then I have the other one to do with health and another stamina one. Well, I am originally from Cyrodiil. I am an Imperial. I feel like that could be obvious. I don't know. I feel like Nords have much smoother, prettier faces than Imperials. But it is very useful being an Imperial in Skyrim because I trade. Although I'm not doing particularly well at the moment. I can do a bit of magic, but I'm very used to archery, so I luckily seem to be picking up a destruction skill very fast, but not quite fast enough. But I'm very good with one-handed weapons, which I think is the perfect combination, magic and one-handed weapons, because you can attack people from a distance, and then when they get too close, you know, just get your sword out or whatever. I seem to have lost on my travels both my bow and arrow and my knife, so I'm struggling at the moment and trying to focus on learning some magic. Yeah, the good thing about being an Imperial is I always seem to find a little bit more gold than most, but I feel like my luck is running out. I seem to have lost a lot of it recently. Yeah, I mean, I came here originally to trade. I thought the travelling caravans were very interesting. I wanted to learn more about them, but unfortunately I never seem to be able to find them on my travels. I'm hoping that one day I'll just bump into them on the road and be able to join them, but I have a feeling that they would probably be against an Imperial joining them. I mean, Imperials don't have the best name in Skyrim, but it's okay, because hopefully if none of that works out, I will just be able to make my way to Solitude. I hear that's a very nice city. Really? I would never have thought they'd stay outside Solitude. Well, I'll have to make my way there. It's a long way, but I'm sure I can find a horse. I wouldn't steal, obviously. Yeah? Yeah, I do have some more things. In a shack. I can't remember exactly where it was, but unfortunately there was a dead, I think it must have been, there was a dead Nord in the bed, and I felt very wrong searching through the small house, but I needed food, and there was a dog outside. It was very friendly. I think it wanted to follow me, but I wasn't sure. Maybe if you meet this dog on your travels, you can let it tag along with you. I know I shouldn't have, but I read the book on his bedside table, and he mentioned that all his friends had died, and the only friend he had left was this dog, and he feels very bad. So maybe you could be its new friend, or master, or whatever you would call it. Yeah, anyway, I found this book in one of the drawers. I think he may have made it himself, although I'm not entirely sure. On the front there is a mushroom, a very badly printed one, but a mushroom. And it seems to be a book about alchemy. It has parts about mushrooms and pumpkins and food, but the main focus, I think, is alchemy, and I think it could be very useful to you. Yeah, I'll show you. So, the first page is blank, but then there is a pumpkin drawing, and a list of different types of pumpkins. And again, some more different types of pumpkins. Then it moves on to a bit more about mushrooms and different types of mushrooms, which to eat and which not to eat, and where to find them. Then I think this is a drawing very similar to the one on the front of the book. Then there are some drawings of different types of mushrooms. Colours are picked out. They haven't painted them particularly, I guess, realistically. I think it's more about picking out basic shapes and basic colours that you should look out for. So with these seem to be light blue, maybe even white. And you can see some colour swatches at the top. And then there's some thin, long mushrooms, some small ones. And then there are grouped mushrooms, very similar to the ones on this page. Then there's some things about some flowers, different types of trees and what their leaves or pines look like. And then you move on to the alchemy part. In this section, it seems to be about restoring health. So it has some very basic drawings with basic colours. They're not the best, but it gives you an idea of what they look like. There's blue dartwing, swamp fungal pods, blue mountain flowers, imp stool, and it has a description of every item that can be used to restore health. It says where you can find them, what are the properties it has, and how common or uncommon they are. So for example, the butterfly wing A butterfly wing can be acquired by catching orange monarch butterflies. It restores health, fortifies barter, lingering damage stamina, and damage magicka. And it's uncommon. I think from when reading this, I figured out that if it's uncommon or common with traders, so if many traders have it or not. Then there's the blue mountain flower. It's harvested from the blue flowered variety of mountain flowers. Fortifies health, damages magicka, regeneration, and it's common. And then it goes on to say other things about other items. There's things like wheat, which can be found in a lot of places. Saber cat eyes, ash hopper jelly, skeever hide, and where to find all these things. Then the next section is about restoring stamina. So it has, again, very basic coloured drawings. So there's the purple mountain flower, a mud crab, chin something, wisp wrapping, his carp, and a pearl. And they're obviously just showing the basic colours and shapes. So with wisp wrapping, it's dropped by wisp mothers along with glow dust. It restores stamina, fortifies destruction, fortifies carry weight, and resists magic, and it's uncommon. And then it says other things, so other things include things like saber cat teeth, pine thrush eggs, orange dart wings, honeycomb, large antlers, hawk's beaks, and bear claws. So hawk beaks found on dead hawks. They restore stamina, resist frost, fortify carry weight, and resist shock, and is uncommon. Bear claws, dropped by bears. I think usually in the cases where it says dropped, it means you have to kill the animal or creature that it's coming from. So then there's orange dartwing, acquired by catching dragonflies, restores stamina, damages, or is that restore? See, some of the parts you can't read as they are covered in blotches of ink. There's fortified pickpocket, lingering damage health, and it's common. So then the last one is restore magic. So there's red mountain flowers, so white caps, and another mushroom which I cannot pronounce. Elves' ears, grass pods, pearls, and then it goes on to say about all of these things, where they're found. Some of them are very specific as to where in Skyrim you can find such a thing. Some of them unfortunately aren't just Skyrim, they're in Solstheim, so you may have to travel or buy off a merchant. So then there's creepy clusters, frost salts, dwarven oil, frost. Oh no, that's fire salts. They've labelled that wrong. Human flesh. So grass pods are harvested from spiky grass plants that grow along Skyrim's northern coast and along rivers along Morthal. So that was quite specific and pretty helpful really, as some of them aren't quite so specific. Resist poison, fortify alteration, restore magic, and it's uncommon. human flesh. Now, this is one you can't actually find so easily, believe it or not. I mean, you could say there are some people around here who are clearly no longer with us, but you can't seem to harvest it from them. So, human flesh is very specific. It says it's found in locations where people have performed the Black Sacrament, a ritual to summon the Dark Brotherhood, which I've heard quite a lot of recently. Damage health, paralysis, yeah. Restore magic, fortify with sneak, and it's rare. I think these can also be found in caves, although I'm not entirely sure. I usually try to avoid going near something that looks like flesh when I'm in caves. I just stick to running through, finding as many potions or mushrooms and plants as I can. See, pearl is harvested from Solstheim from pearl oysters. Restores stamina, fortifies block, restore magicka, and resist shock. It's uncommon. Vampire dust, dropped by vampires, invisibility, restore magic, regenerate health, and cure disease, and it's rare. Although there seems to be a very big vampire problem in Skyrim at the moment. Have you heard of the Dawn Guard? Yeah? Well, they seem to be having a bit of a, I guess, rebellion against the vampires. They seem to, I guess, not like them more than most, and I can't particularly blame them. They have been a bit of a problem recently. I've heard a lot of random attacks have happened on villages and just people walking around, which makes me a bit worried to walk around by myself, but I guess until I get to Solitude, that's what I'm going to have to do. So, whitecaps, commonly found in caves, weakness to frost, fortify heavy armour, restore magic, and uncommon. Anything in particular that you have on you maybe now that you want to learn about? I mean, you'll already know where some things come from, but it might be helpful. Yeah? Okay. So, honeycomb. It's harvested from bees' hives, which you'll already know, obviously. Restores stamina, fortifies block, fortifies light armour, and it's common. I don't know if it'll be worth too much, but yeah, bees. Yeah, it can be collected from bees' hives as well, or cords as they fly around. Restores stamina, regenerate stamina, weakness to shock. Common. What else? Well, I think the book finishes there. I don't think he had a chance to finish it, which is quite sad really, but I guess hopefully if some people can learn some things from it, then it won't all have gone to waste. But yes, the other things in my box, I have some keys which I've just found lying around. I don't know where they go at all. I don't know if they can be used for houses or chests somewhere, or like in a ruin, or just anywhere. So I don't know how useful they could be, but I could give you them for like 1 coin each. Honestly, I mean, they weren't hard to get, but I guess I need to make a little bit of money. I also have, now, I didn't want to show or tell you about this. I think I found some dragon's eggs, but I don't know. I know I've been hearing a lot more about dragons being in Skyrim, and it's been very interesting. But I was going up a mountain one day and I found some eggs that were larger than normal birds' eggs, and I didn't know what else in Skyrim could lay an egg that was that big. I have two. Basically, I'm thinking they could be worth quite a lot of money if I find the right seller or buyer. But I'm wondering who would be interested. But that's all I really have. I mean, I can give you the potions for maybe, how much do you have? Yeah, I can give you them for maybe 10 coins each. I mean, I'm hoping that I don't have to walk all the way to Solitude, and I can maybe find a horse and carriage. They can take me along the way, and hopefully it won't be too expensive. I think the most I've ever heard people pay in Skyrim is maybe 50 coin. So if I have at least 50 coin, then I should be okay. Yeah. Book. Yeah. Well, let's say that this is for free. I feel bad making money off it, you see, because obviously it's someone else's work that I've basically stolen. So you can have this for free. You can have the potions for maybe 10 coins each, the keys for 1 coin each, and you're not having the dragon's eggs. Yeah? Okay. Well, I'll give you all those now. So here's the book. I've already given you the potions and the keys. I'll give you a bit of a peek at one of the dragon's eggs. They look fake, which is making me think possibly someone, I don't know, planted them there in the hopes that someone will pick them up. You never know. They may have something hidden inside them. I've not really wanted to throw them at a wall yet to see, because it could be really a dragon's egg. But I don't know. Now that I think of it, it could really have something inside that's maybe hidden. But I don't know. So, this is mine. I have these coins, which, let me just put the dragon egg back. I have these 3 keys. These 2 look the same, which is making me think possibly they're linked to a certain ruin or something, or city perhaps. And then this one's a bit more fancy. Yeah? Okay, here you go. And the coin, please. Yes, thank you. Okay, so I think we should be okay now. I mean, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you made it out. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about my life. I really didn't ask much about you. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people on your travels who will ask plenty about you. But yeah, I hope you have a safe travel now. If you manage to see the travelling caravan, please tell them that they may be meeting an Imperial who would like to join them. Yeah. Okay. Well, make sure you have your health potions, whatever, and maybe rest for a little while and possibly pick up a follower. You know, you can buy them from most major cities, and some people, if you're nice to them, they can even just become it for free. Yeah, I heard there's a dark elf in, I think it might be Whiterun. I think it's Whiterun, and I heard she's really great. So maybe you should head off there and see. Yeah. Okay. Well, safe travels.